My name is Andrea. I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I am married to my wonderful husband, Blake. We have our son, Dason, and my daughter, Sarah, is 2.5. We've had a really adventurous relationship. I love my husband.
The quality I love most about Andrea is the positivity as well as just the tenacity. There's no doing anything like 50%.
I am Andrea's aunt. I've had a close relationship with Andrea all her life. After her mom died, helped her find a college to go to, was there when she was delivering her babies.
I am a nurse by trade, but right now I do online virtual wellness coaching in health and fitness. And I'm just an everyday mom, barely keeping my head afloat most days. I first suspected something was wrong a few months postpartum when I had lost most of my baby weight, and I had this lump in my abdomen. I had my follow-up with my primary. I was almost out the door and I said, hang on, I forgot I wanted you to look at something, feel something. And she felt my abdomen and said, yeah, that does feel unusual. Let's get an ultrasound. We were able to confirm a mass. I've got this long-standing, lifelong history of a condition we call it familial adenomatous polyposis.
When it was confirmed she had a desmoid tumor, I was scared, devastated.
I had never heard of it, so it's a lot of Googling, trying to find good information, what it is, how it affects people, and how you get through it.
Then my oncologist, he was very reassuring to say that there are a number of different ways we can go. It can be, just observing. The other option is anti-hormonal therapy. And then he said the other option is chemotherapy. And there are different kinds of chemotherapy.
I was very relieved when we were connected with the oncologist. And I say we because it was really Andrea, Blake, and I talking about all this and what we might be able to do.
I came to the decision that I wanted to do chemotherapy. I felt strong, I felt healthy, I felt if there was ever a time that I could fight it head on, I could handle this. We switched up my chemo, and with that, stronger chemo meant that I was going to lose my hair. And at the time, we were getting married in a month. So I remember thinking, okay, I've got to get some bomb wigs. So having my aunt present to pick out my wig, that was really, really emotional and really special. For my treatments, I had the anti-hormonal therapy, the anti-inflammatory, and chemo. So I kind of had all those powers working. And then we had scans in November, and it had shrunk like a centimeter. It doesn't seem really significant, but kind of any shrinking that you have is kind of a big deal. In February, we had my next scans, and there was a little bit more shrinking. Really, ever since then, it's just been stable. I feel like I live a pretty normal life now. I'm free of pain. Where I feel like I'm largely impacted on a day-to-day basis, it's kind of this living scan to scan. There's never a true sense of normal. And you're reminded of that every 3 months.
It's molded us to be stronger with each other.
I'm very grateful for everything that I'm able to do right now.
With Andrea and Blake and Sarah and Dason, to treasure every moment is really important to me.
When I meet someone who's newly diagnosed or in the early stages of learning of their desmoid, it's really important that they know the resources available. I'd want to instill in them just a confidence in being able to advocate for themselves and finding a right fit for a provider that you trust, that listens to you, and just knowing that you're not alone in that process.